Spark lines, what are they and how do they spark? Picture yourself at a meeting and management has asked you to show your monthly trends for the quarter. You have a lot of data, and in that data, you created a huge chart. The chart takes up 4 pages because it's telling you each month for each of your teammates. You go through the chart and you now have to combine all the charts together to see which one has the highest in sales and which one's not. Spark lines makes the visual pop out in a smaller fraction. Mary Brancombe in Tech magazine says, Microsoft Excel offers many ways to visualize your data. Sparkline does that. In your handout, I will show you how to create a Sparkline within the spreadsheet and how to create the changes and make it pop, customize it so it can pop. For example, if you go into the ribbon and you go to the insert tab, you click on line and it will show the spark line. Click on spark line. You will choose then the data from where you're receiving your data. From that, you will then choose the range, hit enter, and you will see the spark line. It creates the line and the mini chart within that cell. That's what spark lines are. Smaller charts to provide the visual of the data that you've had. We use those spark lines anytime there's changes in the data. So if you were to take that same chart information and you were to make a change in that, say changing the 0 to a 3, it changes the spark line within that cell automatically. If you had a chart, you would have to do that separately. You have to go back into the data, change the spark, change the data on that chart, and then go ahead and then it will change. If there was a change within the year, that's for example, one line needed to be changed 4 different times, you would have to go into each and every individual chart to make that change. With spark lines, you don't have to do that. You will go ahead in that cell, create the changes within that data, then it will automatically update. With spark lines, you can also customize it. You can create high and low points. So you will be able to create little dots to show the highest and the lowest point within that information. It makes it easier for you and it creates that visual content that you really need to make your spreadsheet and your information pop out. I'm sure you're in your field, when you do invoicing, you'll be able to show what month we will have invoices higher than other months. You'll show the trends within that year. In your industry, you will be able to show the vendors and how it escalated in the year form, as far as knowing, how many vendors were requesting payroll from this month versus the last month. In school, you'll be able to use, your grades from each quarter. Every time you got a report card, you'll be able to use and say, okay, well, you had this many E's versus this many S's, and this many A's versus this many C's. Spark lines you can use it in any industry. As long as you're using Excel and you need to use a chart, spark line will be a little bit better. It'll save on paper. It'll save on creating that visual at a minimum glass, and especially if you have a huge amount of data. There's just a bunch of numbers everywhere. A person could visually look at it, won't have to read the numbers, and there they are. Charts are in the past and spark lines are of the future. Spark lines can really spark up your data. I hope you would not have your counterparts fumbling through papers any longer, where you can create a summary sheet full of spark lines. Thank you.